Hey there, I'm Devin Larson and I'm back with another tutorial video to help you get better at VoiceOver. Today I wanted to spend time discussing a basic but often neglected component, warming up. You see, VoiceOver is a physical activity, and just like you shouldn't run a race without stretching, you shouldn't launch into an extended vocal performance without working up to it, and there are a couple of obvious reasons why. First, you need to warm up in order to have a good performance. It's how you extend your range, relax any tension in your body, and focus your mind and your mouth on articulating your words properly. Second, remember that metaphor about running a race without stretching? Well, the reason you don't do that is because you run the risk of pulling a muscle or otherwise injuring yourself. And it's the same thing in voiceover. If you put the wrong kind of pressure on your vocal cords, you could damage them, and that's kind of something you want to avoid, especially if you want to work in VO. Don't damage your instrument. Seriously, vocal cord injury is no joke. Too much extended stress on your vocal cords could have long-lasting effects. And third, depending on your warm-up routine, you could increase your stamina over time, which would allow you to perform for longer, increase your range, any number of things. So in short, warming up is a smart thing to do. So do it. Ideally, your warm-up routine should only last a couple of minutes. I've heard it said that your warm-up routine should take about as long as a long elevator ride. And over the course of this video, I'm going to show you many options for warm-up activities, and you can use them in any combination. There's no right or wrong answer for this. Just find whatever routine works best for you. First, though, before any of that, start with hydration. Most people don't drink enough water, and it will affect your performance in the form of dry mouth, mouth clicks, any number of negative things. What I do is I start about 1 to 2 hours before my performance, increasing my intake of water. And you don't need to chug this stuff, just take little sips and make sure that it's room temperature. This is important. Cold water will constrict your vocal cords, as will caffeine, other things to avoid, smoking, very bad. Dairy will gum up the works. There's a lot that goes into maintaining your vocal health, which I'll get into on a future video. So for the exercises themselves, I tend to find that they fall into like one of three categories, either stretching, breathing, or articulation exercises. So without further ado, let's take a look at each of these in turn with examples. Your whole body performs, not just your mouth. You need to lose all tension in your neck, shoulders, arms, face, tongue, etc. Start with some head rolls. Slowly roll your head while stretching your neck. Try swinging your arms a little. Twist your torso from side to side. Bend over slowly, as if to touch your toes, and then just hang. Make sure your feet are shoulders width apart, knees bent, zero tension. Get real loose. And then slowly, almost vertebrae by vertebrae, straighten up, uncurling yourself into a standing position. Next, massage your cheeks and facial muscles. Get the whole apparatus warmed up. Loosen your lips while blowing air through them, flapping them like a horse. Can you trill your tongue? If you are able, do some tongue trills and try and loosen your tongue as much as possible. I will also sometimes do this thing, and all credit goes to my coach Jeff Gelder, where I over-enunciate meow while trying to stretch out my lips and cheeks. Meow. Meow. It sounds and looks silly, but try it. I've covered this before, but you want to take some time to focus on breathing the correct way, from your diaphragm, so that your gut does all the work and not your chest. I'll link to that previous video below, but what you want to do is inhale slowly through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. Deep breaths. Try not to let your chest move around too much. Instead, feel your ribcage expand. If you need to, lay on the floor as you do this. Use a heavy book placed on your chest and try not to let it move up and down as you breathe. Now this next part is going to look and feel extremely silly, but bear with it. Lean against a wall with your arms outstretched. Now focus on saying vowel sounds and try to project your sound into the wall. This is about location, not loudness. Glide up and down your entire vocal range and try not to let your voice break as you do so. It will though, so don't worry when that happens. The more warmed up you get, the smoother the vocal glide and the less noticeably your voice will break. Here's where you get into tongue agility exercises. There are countless options. What I like to do is I take a consonant paired with a, la. I say it 4 times as a single, la, 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 la. Then I double it, keeping the same time, la, 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 la. Then I triple count it, la, 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 la. It's tough. And then I run through all the major consonants. Ta 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 da 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 na 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 na. You could also read a passage of something, over-articulating every word. An unexpected party. In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. But most important and fun of all are tongue twisters. Tongue twisters rule. They focus your mind and really challenge your tongue agility. Brisk, brave brigadiers brandished broad, bright blades, blunderbusses, and bludgeons. 6 skyscrapers stood snugly side by side, shimmering by the seashore. I get mine from this book, You Said a Mouthful, but really any good tongue twister will do. It doesn't matter where it comes from. You can do these warm-up exercises in any order or combination. The main thing is that you find something that addresses your muscle tension, airflow, and articulation sharpness. Whatever you choose, be consistent. Make it a part of your regular routine. Think of it as a form of maintenance on your voice so that you can develop stamina and avoid injuring yourself. And on that note, if anything you're doing ever makes you feel lightheaded or hurts your throat or anything like that, stop immediately. And there you go. Warm-ups. Live them, love them, let them elevate you to greatness. Thanks as always for watching my video. If you found it helpful, please like it. Subscribe to my channel. Comment, I'll probably even reply. And check back in this space in a few weeks for another video. See you then.